joined this company, Meraki, 90 days after I started Cisco, bought Meraki, shipped it back to New York. I walked into the same office and sat at my same desk just 90 days after I left. In that time, in the past 4 years, Meraki has become $1 billion product at Cisco. It is the fastest growing product in the history of Cisco, which is pretty tremendous, right? 25 plus years of being in the network industry, and they've never had a product grow as fast as this one. And basically, the basic gist of what I'm going to talk about today is what Meraki does, right? So Meraki has a couple product lines we'll go through, but really what the main focus is simplifying IT, making it easier to manage multiple sites, making it easier to do more with less staff. And how many of you are familiar with Cisco? I'm assuming like pretty much everybody, right? And how many of you are familiar with Cisco's stock price? That's a bad joke. Anyway, so what I'm going to show you today is a little bit of Meraki dashboard. What makes Meraki Meraki? So if you're familiar with the Catalyst line of switches, or with on-premise access points, or with firewalls, ASAs, and SourceFire appliances from Cisco, this is none of that. This is a totally separate stack inside of Cisco, fully Cisco branded, same TAC and all the other good stuff you're used to, but a totally different way of doing networking. Internally, we often refer to Meraki as the Netflix to Cisco's Blockbuster. What I mean by that is the first time, how many of you use Netflix in the room? More of you should get it if you don't. It's amazing, right? Oh, sorry, sure. Look at that one.
Sorry to interrupt, but some of the people in the rear are trying to pay attention to what Matt's presenting. They're having a hard time hearing the back with all the feedback and the voices from the conversations at the booths. If people want to talk, can you go towards the back so that people in the back row can hear what the presenter's saying? Thank you.
I lost track, but anyway. So what we're going to go through today, what I'll end up showing you is what we're doing with Meraki and why we're so Netflix-like, right? The first time you came across Netflix and you saw it, it was obvious that Blockbuster was going to go bankrupt, right? Nobody saw Netflix and go, oh, content delivery, every movie ever at home, that's never going to happen, right? You saw it and you went, oh, obviously this is going to be the future. And that's what happened to me at Cisco. I saw a presentation I'm going to show you in just a second, and it was obvious. It was obvious this is going to be the future of networking, and it has been, right? $1 billion speaks and says that this is clearly going to be the future. So I'm going to run through this really quick and get to the fun part. There are 4 product lines inside of the Meraki ecosystem, very soon to be 5. There's wireless networking, there's wireless Wi-Fi access, security appliances, teleworker, VPN, content filtering, all that good stuff. There's a full switch line, about 28 switches that are inside of the Meraki ecosystem, and mobility management for MDM. And underlying all of these things, the underpinnings, is the Cisco Meraki dashboard. So the dashboard is a single interface, a single place to go, where you can do command and control of all of these things. So you never have that concept of losing a password on a switch, or losing a configuration, or oh, the network went down, or I wrote a line of code that locked me out of a piece of hardware, now I got to go drive down to the site to fix it. All of those things disappear completely, with full audit trails and everything. So I want to show you that stuff, so we're going to get to it pretty quick. The first piece of really good news. If you go to Meraki.com, and you view one of our webinars, they're about an hour long, we will send you a free access point to your house or office. So this, you should all get super excited about this. So you go to this website, I'll make sure I put the link up at the end of the presentation. Go here, you watch the webinar, it's about an hour long, it's typically a real-life customer giving a demonstration. You can go and see one specific for your industry. We have them on healthcare and government and small business and all these different options. And you can hear a customer actually talk about why they went to Meraki and what drove them in this decision. So be sure to check this out. I'll put the link up at the end. And just to give you an idea right of breadth, here are all of the all the switches that Meraki offers today. So there's a fair amount, right? We're not a small business provider by any means, but we certainly have that scale to go from small business all the way up to large fiber aggregation switches and things like that. So here's what the dashboard looks like. This is the only place you come to for management, configuration, updates, summaries, information, monitoring, analytics. Everything is built into this dashboard. And this dashboard is included with the hardware. There is no on-site server I have to deploy, or a VM, or I have to get all these different components. And Meraki's environment is 100% all-inclusive. So when you get into Meraki, you get every feature we have today, any feature we come out with in the future, no limitations. So if you're used to looking at a normal bill of materials, right, it's got lots of lines of hardware, you're paying like $40 for a power cable, and all this ridiculous stuff, and it's 100 lines long, and all you're buying is a couple pieces of equipment. With Meraki, there's only 2 SKUs. There's the hardware, and there's the license. And that license includes support, it includes the software, it includes feature updates, it includes everything. There is no, oh, well, you didn't get the special advanced, super version, so you didn't get this one little feature that turns out you need. Never happened with Meraki. You get everything that we have to offer. It's pretty cool. So I'll give you, this is a live demo. This is our actual network out in San Francisco. You can see I can drill down pretty quickly, see San Francisco, see our building where it's located, see all the devices in this building. I can click on any one of these devices and drill down into these things, so on and so forth. And while I'm viewing these networks, I can pull up all the client data that's happening. So right now there's 2,200 clients on the network in the last 24 hours. If I wanted to find out how many MacBooks there were, I just type the word MacBook. There's 55 MacBooks on the network. If I needed to find how many iPhones are currently connected, I just type the word iPhone, right? You don't have to go to a training class to figure this out, right? You just type the word you're looking for and there it is. And if I want to find something specific, say I'm trying to look for someone named Adam Cooper, I can just type in the name Adam Cooper. And here he is right here. And here's his device. And I grab this with the way he authenticated to the network. I can see it's a MacBook. I can see where he's located. I can see everything happening, where he's in the office, what websites he's been to, how much time he's spent there. I can see what software is installed in his device, everything. And I didn't have to program this to do it. All this person did was just sign on to the network, and all of this data was automatically collected about them. Pretty incredible stuff. You want to know how much bandwidth is going to a certain application, right? Users complain that the network's slow, and you're not really sure why. You can come in here and actually see every single application on the network and how much bandwidth it's consuming. So this might be a little small for you guys to see, but you get this pie chart that's kind of nice. I can come in here and click on Netflix, and I can tell you exactly how much Netflix traffic is being consumed. Almost 80% of it by this one Maurice's MacBook Pro. I can click into this person, and again, right, no configuration here, it's out of the box. And I can see exactly what's happening here. So this is a MacBook Pro. They've been local, and they've spent a ton of time on Apple and Netflix, and doing pretty much nothing at work. And with 2 button clicks, I can come in here and just change, not the button I want. Come in here and change their policy and say, you know what, I'm going to put them into a group policy called throttle video and music. Done. Now I've fixed the network issue, right? It was running slow. I've taken the client that was forcing the network to run slow, and I put them in a traffic shaping policy to say, not so fast, right? Not as much Netflix as you're going to consume, right? I'm going to dial that down a little bit. Super, super easy, right? Anyone could have just done what I just did. It wasn't really that difficult. It's pie charts and clicking, right? Network topologies are automatically created and they're always up to date. These are live groups of devices. I can click on these links, see what ports things are plugged into. I can see how many clients are connected to access points. I can see if there's a problem. It'll even tell me what the problem is. So I've been unreachable for a number of days. This is the entire network. And as soon as I unplug something and plug it in somewhere else, I can see it live on this map. So for any of you that have Visio diagrams and print them out and then they're on your desk but they're immediately wrong, or you have no idea if they're still accurate because someone might have moved something at some point in time, which I'm sure never happens, this is a live map of everything on the network, and if I want to make a configuration change in anything, I just click it. If I need to change an AP, I can jump straight to an AP. If I want to look at what's in the switch stack, I can just click on the switch stack. Now I'm inside of that stack and I can make all my configuration changes. Couldn't be much easier. Here's my favorite feature. These are all the switches we have on the network, 82 different switches, right? All organized, all up to date on firmware. I can scroll up this list really quickly and see if there's a problem. I can drill into the switch and see what the issue is. But how many of you need to make configuration changes on individual pieces of equipment, especially if you have more than one location? Yeah, everyone. You don't even have to raise your hands. I know it. I know how it goes. We had a conversation just back in the Cisco booth a second ago, and the basic story was if you had 100 locations, let's say, which is a lot, and a switch at every location, and you were deploying video surveillance, you needed to make a change to a voice VLAN to all the phones. What would you do? You would log into every single site. Hopefully your credentials work. Hopefully the IP address in your Excel spreadsheet is correct. You tell that into every switch. You search on every switch. You see which devices were plugged, which ports had phones plugged into them. You make that change and then do that 100 times over. Right? You're looking at weeks, if not months of time to have to do that. First with us, instead of looking at individual switches, I'm going to look at 3,700 switch ports. I'm just going to type the word phone. 380 of my switch ports are running phones. I'm going to select all of them. I'm going to go to edit and change the voice VLAN to a new voice VLAN and hit save. Done. I just updated 380 switch ports that have phones plugged into them across the network in 4 seconds. Pretty drastic difference, right? You guys should be like really excited about this. We're way too quiet. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty impressive. In just a couple quick clicks, I didn't have to question mark my way through Cisco iOS. I didn't have to learn CLI, right? I just typed the word phone, hit edit, made the change, and hit save, and I'm done. Right? That's drastically different than what we're used to in the networking world. So let's go through and look a little bit at Systems Manager, which is our MDM capability. You guys familiar with the term MDM? So you've got devices you purchase for your company or your school or whatever the case is. You hand them out to people, and you say, please don't lose this, and please don't download Tinder, and please don't hack the network. We're trusting you, right? Really good idea. So what MDM gets to do is you get to put this little applet on the device. It tracks its location in case it gets lost. You can remote wipe it in case it gets stolen. I can do remote desktop. I can figure out their network configuration. I can see how much battery life is on their device, what operating system they're running, what applications are installed, what networks they use. Everything I'd ever want to know about this device in one place. And if you notice on the left-hand menu, I'm just in a different part of the network. Here are my firewalls, here are my switches, here's my wireless, here are my end devices, all in one pane of glass, right? Pretty straightforward. So what we're looking at here with this MacBook Pro, which is my MacBook Pro, is everything that's connected to this device, what it's been doing, et cetera, et cetera. But I can take this information and then make decisions automatically how I want to treat this device based on this profile. So if a user, I hand a teacher an iPad and they go home and put Tinder on it, I don't want that iPad getting on my network when it comes back into school. So I can create a profile that says, if you see Tinder on this device, attach it to a network profile that says, don't let them on the internet. Pretty useful. I can do things like geofencing. If this device leaves the county that it's supposed to be in, and it's not supposed to travel outside that boundary, automatically wipe it, because it means it's been stolen from the office, right? This is a laptop that's supposed to sit at the front desk. It's left a mile from the office, automatically wipe it the next time it gets on the internet. And then I can take those things and have them apply to network policy. I can say devices that are jailbroken aren't allowed to get to certain corporate resources. And it's really, I'll show you how to do it, it's really straightforward. I come in here and I choose the network. I choose the tag, so in this case, this is both devices, and I choose the policy, and I hit save. It's not that tough. All right, I've got about 2 minutes here, so I'm going to show you guys one or two other quick things. Summary report. Everything that's happening on the network, how many ports are available, where my sites are located, tags on the devices, how much power I'm using, what websites people are visiting, what are the top producers of bandwidth on the network. Everything I'd want to know in one single place. Pretty spiffy. All right, with 4 minutes remaining, we're going to set up a site-to-site VPN. How many of you have set up site-to-site VPN between your sites? You're trying to get a MPLS to save some money. Right. How long do you think it'll take to set up a site-to-site VPN with Meraki? Like a while, right? You think normally setting up site-to-site VPN is a huge pain. YouTube the words site-to-site VPN, and every video is like a half hour, 45 minutes or longer. We're just going to do it live in real time. All right, hub or spoke, just call out an answer. Not all at once. Hub, all right. Let's add a hub. Do you want the hub to be London or Sydney? Sydney. Do we want the voice network to go across the VPN, yes or no? Yes. Times all the networks that we've got set up. NAT traversal, we'll leave it automatic. Here's all the people participating in the VPN on both sides of the site. Save. Both sides of the site configured, if I wasn't talking so much, 10 seconds. And if I want to see what that all looks like, live, every site that I've got, here's my VPN status page. So it's going to show me a live map of all my sites connecting back, how much bandwidth they're consuming, and everything in real time. That's pretty impressive. You guys, I'm hoping you're really quiet because you're blown away. Right? It would normally would take 45 minutes to set up. You guys make the decisions, right? You made 2 decisions and hit save, and now the network's operating and I have a site-to-site VPN set up. So if you're trying to do teleworker, if you're trying to do multiple sites that look similar, you can put the stuff in templates and then say, all right, I need a switch, a router, an iPad, and a wireless network at this site. These 4 pieces of equipment into a template. Times 100, enter. Your coffee's still warm and you're done. So a reminder to go back to this website. It's www.meraki.com/freeap or /webinar. Watch the webinar. It's about an hour long. We run them a couple days a week. Learn more about Meraki. Learn how we're changing the way networking looks and it uses and how we all interact with it. And get yourself a free AP in the process. I almost want to drop the mic, but I'm not going to. Cool? Excited?